strategy is affected by a fast and complex current and bears heavy maritime traffic. Constructing an undersea tunnel in this severe environment was a difficult challenge. For the first 2 years, we observed
This is a new day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Study at home. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, job hunters. Hi, students. I hope you're doing good today. Welcome to my Trilingual e-learning ECDL Access 2016 Tuto with Jophielle. I hope you remember the part 1, the Tabellen erstellen, Abfragen erstellen, Filter anwenden. And then we started the part 2 together last week and we performed one exercise, and now we're going to perform the second exercise of part 2. Today, Formulare erstellen, meaning create a form. Okay, let me just repeat that. I call it Trilingual because I think in French. My software is in English and the exercises are in German because I live in Basel and we speak German here. So, of course, I'm going to give you easy translation, tech talk. I like to remember that for my certificate. I exercised a lot with this lady called the Computer Oma, meaning Compy Grandma. That is so funny, and she was really good at it. So then now for Access, I was looking for her classes, but she stopped. And she doesn't perform Access somehow, some way. And now I found other people tutors which are really great, like Amir Parmar, Sally Caselli, or gcf.org. Now concerning workday tests, oh dear Lord, I'm not going to be waiting for the answer on my own. I'm going to share it with everybody. You guys are going to be waiting with me because now it's becoming alive. Pure suspense. I mean, that's a suspense. I really would like to be working there. It seems to be a really great team. I hope to fit in their team. I think their team need an African. Let me go in and bring some little spice in. I'm gonna. Oh, I hope they need someone like me. You know, I just wanna help the company grow. That's it. If God's willing, I'm going to tell you more about that in my next. Today, Formulare erstellen, meaning create a form. Are you ready? Let's start. Let's start. Okay, I'm already on the website, and so we click on Datenbanken, meaning database. We go down here. So as you can see, we already performed Tabellen erstellen, Abfragen erstellen, as I told you, Filter anwenden, Berichte erstellen, and now let's start Formulare erstellen. So we open this one. These are Formulare erstellen, Datenbanken anwenden, Access. This is the whole exercise, the second one of part 2. As you can see, this is what we are going to perform together. So now we have to go back and open the practice sheet, Bibliothèque 3 ACCDB. Let's open it. Access. Okay, security warning, some active content has been disabled. Enable content. This is what we want. And this is the exercise called Bibliothèque 3 database. Okay, first we check on the navigation pane. They already have created 4 tables and then 3 queries and 2 reports. So, and we have to create forms. So let's start. Frage Nummer 1. Question number 1. Öffne die Datenbank Bibliothèque 3, meaning open the database called Bibliothèque 3. We already did it, as you can see here. Okay, so we go back. Erstelle ein Formular für die Tabelle Bücher. Verwende alle Datenfelder der Tabelle. Translation: create a form using the table called Bücher with all data. Speichere das Formular unter dem Namen Büchereingabe. Translation: save the form under the name Büchereingabe. Wechsle in die Formularansicht, Translation, switch to the Form View. Gib ein neues Buch ein, Kategorie A, Autor Erin Hunter, Titel Warrior Cats vor dem Sturm. Translation, enter a new book. Category A, Author Erin Hunter, title of the book Warrior Cats vor dem Sturm. Let's go and do that. Alt tab. Okay, this is the table they're talking about called Bücher. So we double click on it and then we go to tab create and we go to the form and we choose the form wizard and we choose the form wizard that we need the assistant. So we click on it and then you check that it's the right table right here. That's good. It's Bücher and they want all fields, so we need them all, so we pass them at the other side. Okay, and then we keep it up. They didn't give us any further instructions, so we move on and we have to call it and then we call it Büchereingabe. So here, voila, and we finish. So this is our new form, so we make it bigger. So now we are in the form view. As I said, you can check down here, you see on the status bar here you have the design view, this is the layout view, and this is the form view where we are. And from here on they want us to insert a new book. We have to go to this symbol down here, new blank, record. So we go down here, we click, and here we can enter the new book. Then the book number is going to be automatic, and all we have to do is to insert the information they gave us. They said A, oh, they said A, they want a big A, and then the author, and then Eric, and then Hunter, and here they want us to put the title. The title is Vor dem Sturm. So we save it. This is saved. Then you can check on the navigation pane that we have created a form. So you remember we had only tables, queries, and reports. Now we have our first form called Büchereingabe. So this is our. Okay, next question. Question number 2. Suche das Buch der Autorin Gast mit dem Titel Jonah träumt vom Reiten. Translation: look for the book of the author called Gast with the title Jonah träumt vom Reiten. And then we move on with lösche diesen Datensatz und schließe das Formular Büchereingabe. And then we have to find this record and delete it and close the form we just created. Let's go and do that. Alt tab. So it is here and her name is Gast. And when this box opens, you just enter the informations, the data. Gast is the name of the author, and then you make sure where you're going to look for it. We want to be looking in the whole current document, and then we click find next. So when you see that you don't find it with the last name of the author, you just try with the title, and this is what I just did. So I did put the title of the book called Jonah träumt vom Reiten, and they found it. So we go here, and this is the author called Gast. What we have to do is to delete her, to delete the record, and you don't want her no more. Once you have deleted it, then you make sure you're safe. Okay, next question. Now number 3. Erstelle ein Formular für die Tabelle Kategorie. Verwende alle Datenfelder der Tabelle. Translation: create a new form with the table called category and use all data fields. And then we move on with speichere das Formular unter dem Namen Kategorie Eingabe. Gib in das Formular eine neue Kategorie ein. W. Wissenschaft. Suche den Datensatz Verschiedenes. Versuche diesen Datensatz zu löschen. Warum lässt sich der Datensatz nicht löschen? Lies die Fehlermeldung durch. Translation of the rest of the question number 3. After we have created a formula using the table called category, we have to save this formula under the name Kategorie Eingabe. And after we have saved and given a name to this form, we have to enter a new category in the form called W Wissenschaft. And once we have done that, we have to be searching for the record called Verschiedenes. And then we have to write that reason here by Fehlermeldung. Okay, let's go and do that together because it's better together. Okay, so this is the table called category. So we do same thing. Here tap create and we go to the form wizard right here. So they want all data here and so, and then we call it, because I didn't give further instruction, so we call it Kategorie Eingabe. And then we finish. Now we have our new form, second form. And now we go to, they want us to enter a new category. And this category, and you remember we go here for new data or new record. And here they want category V, W. And this is the name of the category. And this is the name of the category. Wissenschaft means science, okay? Then once you have entered the new record, make sure you save. Okay, now that we have saved the new record, we have to be searching for the one called Verschiedenes. Okay, so we enter Verschiedenes here. Verschiedenes, and we look for it. Find next. Okay, so we found it. So we can close the box. This is the record called Verschiedenes, and this one we have to try to delete it. So in order to check if you really did indeed delete it, try to change the view of your form. So now it's written, the record cannot be deleted or changed because table Bücher includes related records, which mean relationships. So what we are going to write down there is, so I'm not going to go and write the whole reason, I'm just going to go and write there, includes related records. So we say okay here. We switch back here and we are going to write here related records includes. Okay, thank you Lord so far. Now Frage Nummer 4, question number 4. Erstelle ein Formular für die Tabelle Schüler. Verwende alle Datenfelder der Tabelle. Speichere das Formular unter dem Namen Schüler-Eingabe. Gib eine neue Schülerin ein. 1a. Miriam Reiter, 5020 Salzburg, Steigerwerk 15W. Suche den Datensatz mit dem Familiennamen Wagner und dem Vornamen Sandra. Lösche diesen Datensatz. Schließe das Formular. Translation. Okay, simple translation. First, we create a new form with a tab called Schüler using all data fields. Then we save this form under the name Schüler Eingabe. After we have done that, we insert a new record with the student in class 1A called, what's her name again? Called Miriam Reiter, living in 5020 Salzburg on the street Stegerweg 15, and it's a female. And once we have done that, we have to search for the record called Wagner as family name and first name Sandra. Once we have found this record, we have to delete it and close the form. Let's go and do that together. We have already created two forms together. Now this is the third one. After Büchereingabe und Kategorieeingabe, let's create the new form, form number 3, with a tab called Schüler. This is the tab called Schüler. We use it for the creation of the new form wizard as usual, and they want us to use all data fields, so we just pass them at the other side and we go to next and we save it under the name, they said Schülereingabe, Schüler Strich Eingabe. So once we have done that, we finish. So this is our new Formulare called Schülereingabe. So once we have done that, we have, okay, we make sure we save. We always make sure. So we make sure we save here. So once it's saved, we have to enter a new record. So we go to this symbol. So we go down here on the status bar and we click for a new record. And now we enter the data. Let's enter the data. So they said that she's in the class 1A, right? 1A. And first name Miriam. That's a big box. That's a big box for a first name. So writer Miriam, and she lives in 5020, I guess. Yes, I think it was 5020. And it's in Salzburg. And then Straße, oh, I have to go and check for the street. The street was Stegerweg 15. Stegerweg. And then the number, I think we put the number also here. Stegerweg 15, and well, they didn't give us the birth date, but they gave us the gender. So it's a V, a W. Well, a W for weiblich in German, female in English. Here, so we save the record. Okay, that's done. Okay, now we have to look. Now we have to search for another one. So we go here to find. And let's remember the name, the family name. Then Wagner. Let's try just like, oh, you know, let's try first with the family name. Current document, whole fields, find next. Wagner, I can see it right here, but it's Wagner Johannes. We don't want him. We are looking for Sandra. So when we have her, she's here, and we have to delete her and close the form. So we delete. So we have to delete her, and all you have there. Now that we have deleted, I just record. This is how I do it. I think it's right. Maybe there is a faster way to delete the record, and this is what I want to know. But until then, until the Lord reveals that to me, I'm just, you know, doing it manually. Okay. And then all we have to do is to save the whole form. So we save the whole form and we close it. So then we check again on the navigation pane right here. We have already created 3 forms together: Büchereingabe, Kategorieeingabe, and now Schülereingabe. Okay, let's move on. Okay, last question. Okay, that's question of second exercise. Frage Nummer 5, question number 5. Erstelle ein Formular für die Tabelle Verleih. Verwende alle Datenfelder der Tabelle. Speichere das Formular unter dem Namen Verleiheingabe. Wechsle in die Formularansicht. Gib einen neuen Datensatz ein. Buchnummer 760, Schülernummer 124. Suche den Datensatz mit der Schülernummer 190. Deaktiviere das Kätzchen zurückgegeben. Translation of it all. Okay, first we have to create a new form. Form number 4 with the type called Verleih using all data fields. But we save this new form under the name Verleiheingabe. Once we have done that, we have to switch to the form view and insert a new record called book number 760 and student number 124. Once we have done that, we have to search for another record called student number 190. When we have found the student number 190, we have to deactivate or disable the checkbox called returned. Let's go and do that. Alt Tab. So now we use the last table called Verleih. We click double on it. Same thing, we repeat. Exercise make the master. Create, and we use again the form without. They want us to use all data fields. We go to next, and they didn't give further instructions, so we just choose the default. We put the right title inside, Eingabe. So now we have the title. We finish, and once we have done that, now we save the. So then you save, always save. Okay, and then we enter a new record, clicking on this little symbol down here, and now we can enter the new data. And they say that the book number called 760 and the student number 124. 124. No, we don't need the 0. So 124, and then so we make sure we save the student also, and now we can look for the other record called book number 190. So this is what we are going to put here, 190 as book number. It's a current document. Okay, we make sure we have it all, and find next. This is the student 190, and this checkbox, we just remove that. Okay, once we have done that, we just record. Okay, now we can close. Let's close. So, and then we check on the navigation pane that we have created 4 forms: Büchereingabe, Kategorieeingabe, Schülereingabe, Verleiheingabe. So we are done with the exercise. We did it all together. So now we know how to create a form. All right, you all, thank you for watching. And if God's willing, the rest is coming next. And if not, it means they hired me. I'm going to keep you informed anyway. God bless you.